What's up, team? Fullest, this is again Amy. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Cake of my canal. So in today's video, I'm going to be making jollof rice with fried fish. So I've already washed, cleaned, and seasoned my fish. As you guys can see, I'm already frying the fish because for me personally, I found out that making the jollof rice is quite easy. So I first want to get the fish out of the way, just fry the fish, put it down, and then go into preparing the jollof rice. These are all my ingredients I have stand. These are my rice, my pepper. I'm going to blend all of that pepper. And yeah, so for me, when it comes to blending the pepper, I like to cut it into tiny pieces. It's just make the blending process much easier. And because also I don't want to add any water into my pepper mixture, so I prefer just cutting it and then adding it tiny by pieces, little by little, and just to make the blending process easier. So I'm just going to be blending everything, the pepper, the onions, not all the onions. I'm going to be leaving a little bit of onions to fry later, but I'm just going to blend the majority of the pepper. And I also remove all the seeds of the pepper because I find it to be very bittery when you have the seeds. I like to remove the seeds. Now I'm adding my Madam Shinette pepper. This pepper is very spicy. It's when I say spicy, it's very spicy. So now I'm going to add my onions. As you guys can see, I've already blended a little bit of the pepper mixture, and now it's easier when I'm adding the onions. It's not like difficult to blend. So I'm going to add the onions, and I'm going to add the garlic as well, and also I'm going to add some ginger just to give it an extra spicy, just a little bit extra. And yeah, so I'm gonna, and then the rest of the onions and the garlic, I'm going to cut it into tiny pieces. I'm going to blend that with the oil. I'm just going to like fry that with the oil. So I like to cut the garlic, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of ginger, and with some onions. So that is what I'm doing. If you want, you can blend everything, but this is just how I like to do it. I've also watched on YouTube, like everybody cooks jollof rice different. Like all the Nigerians jollof rice that I have been seeing, it's kind of similar, but sometimes people kind of add a little bit of twist into their own. I was watching one and she had like shrimp, and I was like, yes, that's my favorite food. Shrimp and all these beautiful and amazing creatures. And I was like, okay. And then I watched other one, and it was just everyone just make their own difference. So I'm just gonna show you guys how I make mine, and it's very simple. And I have that extra pepper in case of the pepper I blend is not that super spicy, because if you guys know me by now, I'm not really a fan of spicy food. I like the spice to be there. I want to taste okay, knowing that yeah, there's pepper, but I don't want it to burn my mouth while eating it. I have to enjoy the food. I don't have to my mouth don't have to be on fire, So yeah, so I don't like a lot of spice. So now I'm going to add my oil into the pan, and this oil that I'm using is actually groundnut oil. It's not olive oil, it's groundnut oil. You can use any oil of your choice. You can use coconut oil, you can use olive oil, you can use sunflower oil. I'm just going to be adding groundnut oil because I just like the taste. I made jollof rice once, and I also use groundnut oil, and I just love the taste. Just that groundnut oil kind of bring out a little bit more smoke than normal. I don't know if it is, but I've noticed that me cooking with groundnut oil kind of bring out a little bit of smoke. So yeah, just my own opinion. So now I've mixed, I've put the onions, the garlic, and the ginger, and now I'm going to put my pepper mixture. Yes, and later on I'm going to put water into the blender. I'm kind of mix it to cook the rice, but for now let's just put that one aside. So now that I've put my pepper mixture into the pan. I'm going to be also adding some of my seasoning. As you guys can see, I am mixing this. I'm going to be adding some of my seasoning, and then I'm going to allow the pepper mixture to fry. So I'm adding curry, I'm adding thyme, and some other seasonings, like just what I show you guys on the plate. I'm adding some Maggi, some just basic seasoning, salts, and more Maggi, because of course you're going to be putting the rice later into this mixture, so you want this one to have enough season for both the sauce and the rice when you're going to add the rice later into it. So if it looks like I'm adding a little bit much of seasoning, that's the reason, because I'm going to I'm going to pour the rice later into the pan, and I'm adding a little bit of rosemary. I love rosemary. I love the smell. Add a little bit of rosemary, and I'm also going to be adding some basil leaf and some other leaves. I don't know, I love the smell. It smells so delicious. I love it. So now just mixing everything. I'm going to taste it to see if the taste is good. Yeah, it's good for now, enough. So adding all my leaves, now I'm just going to mix everything again. So then I'm going to be adding my tomato paste. That is the tomato paste that I'm using. I'm going to put 2 of this tomato paste. If you want, you can put 1. I'm just going to put 2 because I like it like that. So after, I'm just going to make sure I get everything out of that container, everything. Because this tomato paste they used to sell it for like 4 of this. I think four, yeah. 4 of this one for €1 was €1 15 cents. Now 4 of this tomato paste costs €2 and 30 cents. So I'm going to get every single bit that I can get out of that can. But honestly speaking, things has become ridiculously expensive. It's like not even from €1. It goes from €1 50 cents to €2 30 cents. They don't even add like 50 cents different. They put an entire €1 on top of it. But anyway, it is what it is. We're still surviving. So now I'm going to put my rice. Yes, as you guys can see, I'm going to put my rice, and now I'm going to use that blender, that small thing that was in the blender. I'm going to add water into that, and then I'm going to mix, because now you are mixing. There's not much of mixing when it comes to cook jollof rice. That's how I like to cook it. I don't like to be doing too much of mixing. I kind of mix everything, and then I kind of add water to help cook the rice. You're going to add a little bit of more water. I don't know exactly how much water I'm adding. For those of you guys that like to ask in the comments, how many liter water do you add? My brother, my sister, when I'm cooking, I don't measure. I measure with my eyes. I don't know, like I don't measure things. My eyes measure things for me. So now we're gonna allow that to steam. As you guys can see, it's steaming. The water is dry, so now I'm just going to mix it once again and then taste it if I needed to add any salt or any other thing else. So yeah. So after tasting it, I'm like, it's good. I don't need to add more water. The rice is almost finished. So all you need to do now is cover this with some aluminum foil and then allow it to steam. So that is what I'm doing. Like by now, the hunger that I'm feeling has increased, because I don't know, like knowing that the rice is finished, the hunger has increased. So now I'm like, it's finally ready. I'm hungry. I cooked very early, so nobody was really hungry. I'm the only one who was like, I need to eat. So now I kind of mixed the jollof rice, just mix it, look at it. Everything was looking so delicious. And I asked the kids, are you ready to eat? Everybody was like, it's too early. We'll eat it later. I'm like, okay, no wahala. Let me help myself. So this is how I decided to help myself, guys. So yeah, the rice is looking good. Jollof rice is very, very simple. I'm just tasting it, just to warm my stomach before I start eating. Jollof rice is very simple to make. Like I said, everybody make their own difference. Some people add a lot more creatures and ingredients. Sometimes I make it with fish. Sometimes I make it with turkey. Sometimes I make it with different things. So yeah, this is what it's looking like. Tell me this is not looking delicious. If you say it's not looking delicious, you are a hater. You are an hater. But anyway, I love it. It tastes good. So now I am going to be dishing for myself since nobody wants to eat me. I'm hungry. I want to eat. And after I finish it, I'll go and sit down and relax and sleep and help myself. So yeah, this is it, Team Fullest. Hope you all like this video. Let me know what you think in the comment box. So this is my jollof rice. This is my fish. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add all the fish into the pan, and so that everything stay warm. So when the kids are ready to eat, I'll just dish out. Hope you all like this video. If you do, please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to follow me on my Instagram, my Facebook like page. All the links will be down in the description box. Peace out. Bye.